Hello everyone, my name is Sunday and I welcome you guys to Against FX. If you are joining for the first time, please endeavor to subscribe to my channel. And the YouTube channel name is Against FX. All you need to do for you to subscribe is simply, if on your phone, just go to YouTube software, you type YouTube. Once you open your YouTube app, then you go to the search bar, you search for Against FX. Once you see it, you just click on it, then it will give you subscribe. You just click, it's just a button, click it and you are done with the subscription. In the process, if it requires you to input your email address, that is just that the system wants to know, or rather be sure you are not a robot. So nobody is doing anything with your email address. Once the YouTube asks for email address, endeavor to just type your email address and that's all. Then before you announce, okay, this is a human being, this person is not a robot. So it will now grant you access. So once you do that, you have already subscribed. Another thing is for you to activate the bell sign so that as soon as a new video is uploaded, you'll be the first to get the notification. So today is 2nd of September, and we started this before the end of September. We started it, so we started in August, all right? So, and I told you guys, throughout this month of September, I'm going to teach beginners, those people who are willing to create time for them to learn how to trade. So this is an offer and it's free of charge. So if you have been aspiring or thinking, oh, what can I do to have additional income, or do I income stream apart from your job, this is a chance for you, an opportunity for you to key in. I'm not saying you should pay for my course, all right? I'm not charging anybody as far as this month is concerned, all right? I know why I am doing it, because I know that there are so many people out there who are aspiring to become a forex trader. But one way or the other, maybe the capital for them to, as in money for them to buy course is not there. So what I'm doing is a free offer, all right? So by the time you take a crash course for a month, and the way I'm explaining it, I break everything down in a very simplest manner. All right, the best way you can understand how to trade, how to learn how to trade is what I'm just doing right now. So, guys, once you open if you have subscribed, open the YouTube channel, go to the playlist, because I took my time, I created a playlist. That is where I'm dropping the video so that you won't just start scouting for videos. It's on a playlist. That playlist is titled Beginners Free Course. Beginners Free Course. It's a free course. Once you click on Beginners Free Course, on that playlist, you see all the videos on how to become a trader, a forex trader. Then you start going through the videos, all right? Endeavor to watch each video. at least 2 to 3 times. It's not like you watching just normal African magic or a movie. You are using the video to study. All right. So if you pay for a course, you go there physically and they just blow grammar and all that. They just explain and you go. I tell you, you might not even understand. All right. So that's why I'm breaking everything down. Use creating time to make video to teach in details that to make you understand how to trade forex. So you don't worry, any topic I teach, and if you're having issues or difficulties with it, just leave a message or a comment at the comment section. Let me know what your challenges are. Then I will make another video to address that challenge. So that is how it is. And apart from that, if you still want to contact me privately, just use the email address on my website, or igfs.com. Send us a mail there. I will address any private issues that you want me to address. All right. And every weekend we do weekly forecasts. There we analyze pairs. All right. So you know, as a trader, you cannot trade all the pairs. So you just select the one. As we are doing analysis, if the pairs that you trade is now among the list of the pairs that we're analyzing, you can drop it at the comment section before Sunday. All right. That okay, this pair, you guys should help me analyze it. So we'll analyze this for you. Then for you to know where the opportunity lies as the week is about to begin. So that is for every Sunday, that is every weekend. All right. So today, before we start today's topic, I want to know how you guys are, finding these videos or this course that we have embarked on. So how is it going? I need comment at the comment section. This is what will now give me the energy to keep dropping the videos, to keep dropping more videos, all right? And for me to keep to my promise, I want you guys to leave a message. Drop your comment at the comment section. Let me see what you guys are doing. Your challenges, I'm here to address it. As far as trading, forex trading is concerned. All right? I'm not talking about your personal problem. I'm talking about you are aspiring to become a forex trader. So as you are going through the process, if you are having any challenges, please bring it out so that we treat it. All right? So that is what I'm saying. Please subscribe, share, and like the videos. All right? So now today we are taking this topic that I titled How to Spot Valid Supply and Demand Zone. When I say supply and demand zones, don't get scared. All right? When you say supply, it still refers to sellers. When you say demand, it still refers to buyers. All right? So all these are terminologies. Like I said, every feed has its own terminology. All right? Now we have support and we have a resistance that we have already treated. All right? A support level, that is where buyers will wait for price, and as soon as price gets there, they buy so that they can push the price up. A resistance level is where sellers will wait for price. As soon as price get there, they will sell All right, they will sell, then start pushing the price downward. Now, today we are treating supply and demand zones. So, what is now a supply zone? Like I've told you, is also referred to sellers when you say supply. Then demand also referred to buyers. But we understand something, we are saying zone. That means an area where buyers, where buying activity took place. Then a supply zone where selling activities, that is zone, a particular region, where a particular place, all right, where selling activities took place. All right, this is a price area where sellers are expected to dominate. Then after the domination, they will push price down. So what does that mean, guys? This is supply zone. It simply means an area where sellers are, as soon as price get there, they will have no see. The only thing that will happen is that as soon as price get to that level or that area, there will be a reaction to show that sellers are there. And how do you know supply zone is a zone where is an area where activity, selling activity has occurred. Now, I will show you real quick. Like I told us, as I'm teaching, I will be showing you so that you won't just get confused. This area here is what we call supply zone. This whole area here is a supply zone. And now it shows that activities actually happens here. Activities actually took place here. All right? Now, anytime you see activity took place here, then sellers overpowered buyers, they now push the price up to this level. Now, because of this other block that is here, there was a communication, interaction, then price started going to the upside. But immediately it got to this supply zone. Remember I said supply zone is a zone, is an area where selling activities has happened or take place. How do you know? We see all this consolidation, price is not really moving anywhere. You see bullish candle, you see bearish candle, you see another bullish candle, you see bearish candle, you see another bullish candle, you see bearish candle, until price will now start dropping. Or if it is the bullish one, after all those movements, you will now see price going to the upside. All right. So that being said, you now discover that immediately price go to this point. What happened? Because of this supply zone, all right, because of this supply zone, there was a pressure, all right? Sellers now rejected this price from this level. You see? They rejected it from this level, and price now started coming down again. All right, pull back, then drop. So what are we saying? We are saying that a supply zone, right? We are saying that a supply zone is a price area where sellers are expected to dominate. So anytime price get to that point, sellers will push the price back to the downside. But at any time, price manage to break through that place, all right, you then know that at that point, buyers are now more than the sellers that were there or that are there. All right, because it does not mean that, or rather, we are not saying that price will not forever break through a supply zone. It's just that anytime price get to a supply zone, because it's an area where selling activities took place, and sellers are always there waiting. Once price get there, they push the price back down. All right. So as soon as price starts rising, price is rising, going up. All right. Price is rising. Like here now, this is what? A supply zone. This level is a supply zone. A supply zone. Supply zone. All right. So at any time, any point, as this push is going to the upside, you have to watch out for this level. And immediately price got here, what happened? The sellers here push the price to the downside. All right. So for you to really grab the concept, when we say a supply zone, we are simply referring to sellers, the areas where sellers are most likely to dominate as soon as price gets there. You can see something like this now. This very point here, you can see this is just a candlestick pushing to the downside, but he left this place, all right, this point. All right, you see movement of seller, both sellers and buyer, both sellers and buyer, both sellers and buyer, and at the end of the day, the sellers overpowered. All right, so it's a level or an area, is an area where sellers are likely to dominate, where selling activities happen. All right, that is what we call a supply zone. And anytime price is approaching that zone, there is every likelihood that price sellers will send the price back down. All right. In your trading journey, as you are trading, you are on a trade and you see that price is going up. All right. As soon as price is getting close to a supply zone, just if you are there monitoring your trade, it's all right. But at the end of the day, you must endeavor to take your partials or you close your trade once you start seeing some reaction of a bearish trend, of a bearish move, because he's been buying before. Then, because of this supply zone and price is approaching to that level, all you need to do is take your profit, or you watch and see the reaction. Once you see that the trend is about to turn, all you just need to do is take your profit. Take your profit. That is how it is, guys. You take your profit. All right. Then another one is that, okay, now I will just quickly show you or tell you how to trade it. As simple as that. All you need to do is mark the area. Now you want to trade supply zone, because most people use it as a strategy. Supply zone, you want to trade supply zone. You mark the area. Just shade the area, shade it like this, mark it. All right? Mark it. If, as a matter of fact, you can even mark it up to this point. I tell you, you can mark it up to this point like this. All right? This area as a whole is what? This is a supply zone. All right? It's a supply zone. Now, if price now start pushing to the upside, you just put an eye. As soon as it bounces in, be expecting that price will push back. All right, price will drop. All right, so that is how to trade it. All you need to do is wait for a supply level, wait for a supply zone. As the price is coming into the supply zone, wait for reaction. And once you see a reaction, like the candlestick pattern, reversal pattern that I've taught us, once you see them, if you don't know what reversal pattern is all about, please go and watch my video. Once you see a reaction, then you just enter and sell. As simple as that. And then the next one is what we call demand zone. I've just explained supply zone and how you can trade supply zone. So now demand zone, this is a price area where buyers are expected to enter the market in a large number. In another word, they will dominate. It's a level where buyers are expected to dominate the market. Why the domination? Because people who are buyers, they have already placed orders. They have ordered, they place orders, set their pending orders. If you don't know what pending order is all about, go and watch our previous video. We have already dealt with types of orders. All right. They will set their pending order. All right. Then, as soon as price get to that level, the order will be triggered. All right. The order will be triggered and the price will start pushing to the upside. So basically, demand zone is an area where buyers are expected to enter the market. They are there within a large number because they are there, plenty buyers. Our eyes are there waiting for price to come there. And as soon as they rush and enter the market, price will start increasing. All right, price will now start going up. So that being said, I want to just quickly show you guys what a demand zone is all about. All right, so like here now, we're talking about the demand zone. Like this very point here, this whole point here, let me just show you real quick, like this. What's wrong with this? Like this is a demand zone. This entirely zone here is a demand zone. All right, because the price pushing to the upside, coming down, creating a what do you call it, order block and all that. But the whole area here is what we call a demand zone. It's a demand zone. This area is an area where buyers will wait for price. You see, as soon as price went up like this, as soon as price got to this point, you see how it tapped? It just tapped like this, then it started going again. Why? Because so many buyers are here. It's a zone. It's a zone. All right? So many buyers are here waiting for price. Immediately price got to this point, interacted with this level, then it now started pushing to the upside because of the orders that are here present. Now, how do you trade demand zone? As simple as just the way we have been explaining it. All you need to do is you just come and say, okay, price is here now. All right. This is my support. This is my demand zone. Let me mark it. You tell yourself, this is my demand zone from here to this point. Then let me shade it. All right. Let me shade it like this. All right. Let me shade it like this. Now, what happens? You now be waiting. As soon as price come, tap into your demand zone. All right. Tap into your demand zone. You need to now wait for reaction. Once it starts reacting, now you are seeing, okay, it wants to start pushing to the upside. You can use instant execution order that I've taught us, or you can set pending order waiting for price to come to this point. All right. So that is how to basically trade demand zone. If you are to trade demand zone, you know that you are trading demand zone in anticipation that price will rise when it gets to this point. Once price gets here, because there are so many orders from buyers, so as soon as price came touch, all right, go to this point, touch, then it will now start rising. So guys, that is how you trade a demand zone. Now, the difference between another block and a demand zone is that a demand zone is an area where you see all those little consolidation, all those swans consolidation before price finally push to the upside, because price finally increase. Now, the other block is a single candle. Usually in a bullish trend, the last bearish candle, but it might not be last bearish candle. All right, that is why anytime we are teaching, we let you know that the last candle before a very big push to the upside, it can be a bullish candle, it can be a bearish candle. But if you look at this point here, you discover that this white candle, bearish candle, is the last candle before this push to the upside. So it can be a bullish candle as well. If it's a small bullish candle before this push to the upside, you know that, okay, that is what? That is another block. So all you need to do is to single out only that candle that triggers the price to the upside. You single from the top and to the down, shade it like this. So you now see the difference. A demand zone is an area, the whole area here, Why another block is just a single candle. The same thing happens to a supply zone. All right, a supply zone here is where sellers will wait. Plenty sellers are here. As soon as price gets here, it will activate their order. Then price will start dropping, coming down. Now, the difference between a supply zone and another block, all right, is that the other block is just the last candle before the big move happens. It can be a bearish candle, it can be a bullish candle. The only thing you want to know is that the last candle before the push to the downside happens. And if I ask you where is the other block now, you discover that this is the last small candle before this push started. All right. Now the supply zone is an area. This whole area. This is supply zone. This whole area. Let's shade it so that you understand. When we talk of supply zone, we're simply saying this whole area. This whole area is a supply zone. All right. But when you are saying other block, we're simply referring to just one candle, just mark it from the top down, then shade it. You see the difference. This is the difference between another block, which is a single candle, and a supply zone, which is an area. So it's as simple as that. If you want to mark all the supply zone or supply and demand zone, you see this where you see all those rough movement before price finally push. You see here, this point like this, you mark it is a supply zone. This point here is a supply zone. This is a supply zone. This one here, because there was a push like this before price start dropping. Now, if I ask you guys now, where is the other block that caused this push to the downside? Now, this is the other block. This very one, this candle here. That is the other block before the push started like this. So it's very clear, guys. Like I promised you guys, I will not be making the video to be very long so that you won't get tired. The most important thing is that the value of what you will get from the video. All right. Anytime you are watching my video, you must have a pen and a paper to jot notes. And you don't watch my video once, because if you watch it once, maybe you might not understand, because everything will just be new to you. So it's always advisable to watch the video like 2 or 3 times. All right? Don't just go to the playlist, click on play and start watching all the videos like African Magic. No. You take one, watch, rewatch after you have jotted. Make sure you download that as into your brain, know the topic, and once you are done with that, you can now move to another one. That is how it is. So guys, on this note, I thank you so much for your support. Like I promised you guys, I'm going to take this course throughout this month of September. All right? So thank you so much. If you have any question, please drop it at the comment section. Like, share, and comment. So God bless you guys, and I will see you again in the next topic.